On the last evening of the year, the snow fell quietly over the city. Families gathered inside warm homes, fireplaces crackled, and laughter echoed down the streets. But not everyone had a home to return to. On a cold, deserted street corner, a little girl wandered through the snow. She wore thin slippers, far too big for her tiny feet, and a tattered shawl wrapped tightly around her shoulders. Her cheeks were red from the cold, and her hands trembled as she clutched a small box of matches. She crouched by the wall of a tall building and carefully struck a match. The flame burst to life, small, bright, dancing in the wind. And in its glow, the wall before her disappeared. In its place stood a great iron stove, red hot and blazing with warmth.
It's so warm. I can feel it on my fingers.
She stretched out her hands, basking in the illusion of heat. But the match went out, and so did the stove. The cold bit at her fingers once again. She lit another match, and once again, the world transformed. Before her was a grand table, set with silver platters, crystal glasses, and the most delicious feast she had ever seen. A roasted goose, steaming soup, fresh bread. The scent filled her nose. It smells like Christmas. Her stomach growled. She reached for the food, but the match burned out, and everything disappeared into darkness. She struck a third match. A glorious Christmas tree towered before her, decorated with golden ribbons, shining stars, and candles that twinkled like the heavens.
It's beautiful.
The candles rose higher and higher until they became stars in the sky. One of them fell, drawing a glowing line as it tumbled. The little girl looked up and remembered something. Little girl, softly. Grandma used to say, "When a star falls, a soul rises to heaven." Narrator, gentle. Her eyes welled with tears. She missed her grandmother so much, the only person who had ever truly loved her. With trembling hands, she lit a fourth match. And there, glowing in the light, stood her grandmother. Warm, gentle, smiling, just like she remembered. Little girl, tears in her eyes. "Grandma, please, take me with you. Don't leave me behind." Narrator. Her grandmother opened her arms, glowing with love. Fearing her grandmother might vanish too, the little girl lit all the matches at once. A burst of light surrounded her, more radiant than anything she had ever seen. Her grandmother took her hand. Together, they rose through the night sky, higher and higher, into the stars. No more cold, no more hunger, only warmth, only love. The next morning, the townspeople found her, still sitting by the wall, still holding a bundle of burnt matches in her hands. She looked peaceful, as if she were simply asleep. No one knew the beautiful visions that had danced before her eyes. No one saw the love that carried her away. To them, she was just a poor girl who died on a cold winter night. But in truth, she had gone somewhere better, and she was no longer alone. This story may be sad, but it reminds us of something deeply important. There are people around us, every day, who feel cold, forgotten, alone. Sometimes, all it takes is a kind word, a warm hand, a little spark of love. You never know how much it could mean. Even the smallest light can shine in the darkest night.